Hi guys, and welcome. I am Enigmius, and this is channel update number 4. At least it's number 4 by my counting. I'm not entirely sure. I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you guys and explain to you what's going on with the channel, especially considering what had been going on with the channel, which is not a whole lot in the last 6 or 7 weeks. Life just got kind of crazy, kind of busy. I didn't have the time to invest in producing the videos that I did even 3 months ago. That's looking to be settling down now in the very near future, like talking within a day or two, hopefully. And then I'll have a little bit of extra time. I can get back to producing things on a more regular basis. But specifically, with regards to the modded Minecraft content, what you see as a 20-minute builder's guide to feed the beast was quite frequently 8 to 10 hours behind the scenes, gathering materials, planning the builds, testing the builds, planning the videos, all that other stuff. When you've got a few hours at a stretch to sit down and do it, you can knock out a video every couple days. When you've got 30 minutes a day to do it, it takes a really long time. Now, that was partially my doing. I didn't really invest a lot of time or resources into resource gathering with this Direwolf 20 modded Direwolf 20 pack that I was using. I didn't have any quarries. I didn't have any mega turtles, mining turtles, miners, none of that. Anytime that I needed materials, it was grab the mining laser and go digging in the hole. Now, one of the things that I've always had in the back of my mind with my modded Minecraft content is that I don't spawn in materials for the builds that I do. Now, if you've been following the series, you know when I moved from the Feed the Beast beta pack to the Direwolf 20 pack, I did spawn in some machines and gear because I didn't want to have to go back and redo that progression curve and all the time that it would have taken to do that. And I'll be doing the same thing with the Ultimate Pack, but in terms of the things that we move forward with, the different builds that I do, all of the materials are gathered the way any other player would gather them if they didn't want to spawn in the materials. That way, when I say this is something that you can do as well, I mean it. No one can say, well, I don't spawn in materials, so I could never possibly do that. It's something that I've always tried to stick to, and it bit me in the butt with the Direwolf 20 pack content just slowing right down to practically a halt. So you can look forward to an increased frequency with a new series that's actually going to be a combination of the two series that I was running before. Instead of having one for the builds and one for the technical stuff, we're going to basically merge them into the two. So one episode might be a third-person perspective time-lapse of a structural build explaining what's going on, the design decisions, why we're doing it this way or whatever. And then the next episode might be focusing entirely on the technical, installing some new system within that or whatever. And I've already got a couple of builds planned for that series that will go above and beyond anything we've done in the Feed the Beast content up to this point. So it should be interesting. I hope it'll be interesting to you guys. And like I say, the first episode in that series should be out within a day or two tops of the uploading of this channel update video. So you can look forward to that. With regards to Guild Wars 2 content, and I feel it's important to bring this up because, again, a lot of you guys came to this channel, found out about this channel because of your interest in Guild Wars 2. And I said, I think in the last update that, I hadn't given up on the game. I hadn't quit, as people are so eager to say I quit that game. I don't quit games. I had just set it aside because I was burnt out on it, to be absolutely honest. I'm actually feeling a bit of an itch to go back to it. Now, I'm pointing that out just so that, gives you guys a little bit of optimism if you're looking forward to more Guild Wars 2 content, but at the same time, I'm not going to commit to anything, because if I go back to the game with an itch to play again, and after 3 hours that itch is cured, and then it's another 6 months before I want to play again, you're going to be awfully disappointed if I promised a brand new series focusing on Guild Wars 2. The game is still on my hard drive, that's about all I can say. Now, I've got 2 new series coming out. I want to bring some diversity to the channel. Right now, it's like I focus on one game, and if you don't like that game, or if you're kind of burnt out on that game, there's nothing else here for you. So I've got 2 new series that they're the kind of thing that I can put out in a format that I'm happy with, that I feel is as entertaining as I'm capable of making them right now based on my skill set, without taking an enormous amount of time. So the first series that we will be doing is going to be a Skyrim series. Now, Skyrim is almost like Minecraft with the number of people that have Skyrim content on their channels, and just like Minecraft, a lot of that content is just flat out boring. I don't need to watch someone else running and jumping like a lunatic across the tundra for 20 minutes. I would rather they show me the interesting things. This is what they call it, video editing. is that we have the opportunity to cut out the stuff that's not interesting and just give you guys the interesting bits to watch. So that's what I want to do. I actually have a character that I started not that long ago. I played through to a certain point on a different character. I decided I wanted to start a new one. This one is very, very powerful. Not as powerful as I could be, but still I can dish out the pain pretty good. And what I want to do is actually kind of look at things on the encounter level, right? You go into a cave and there's a bunch of bandits. Okay, what kind of crazy stuff can we do to mess up these bandits? Yes, I could stay in sneak mode and shoot my bow at them and watch them do cartwheels. But it might be a little bit more interesting if we set up some runes here and use some telekinesis there and do some of this other stuff. So that's kind of what I'm setting it up, is we're going to have, you know, probably the first several episodes are going to be following the Thieves Guild quests from almost the beginning. I've done a couple of them just to get set up. All the way to the end, then probably the Dark Brotherhood and things like that. We're going to be the Super Assassin. So that's one thing. It's just going to be lighthearted fun. It's not going to be super serious. We're going to do a little bit of lore, some very, very light role-playing of the ludicrous nature. And then the other series we're going to be doing, it's actually, I'm hoping that it will be a long-running series called Just for Fun. It's going to be more of a playthrough, let's play kind of series, as long as I can find games that are suited to that kind of format. There's a lot of let's play series for games done where watching the game isn't entertaining. Playing it can be, watching it not so much. So the let's play thing, I've got to find a game that's visually interesting to watch, and the one that I've decided to start with for that particular series is actually Borderlands 2. Now, if you're not familiar with the Borderlands series, it's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino, John Woo, hybrid-esque themed nonsense. It's pretty crazy. It's like Mad Max meets, I don't know what. It's really entertaining. It's fun to watch. There's you know, it's a first-person shooter with a twist. Really interesting graphical themes. I enjoyed the hell out of the first one. I haven't finished all the DLC for the first one, but I did finish the first main storyline. And then I've got the second one. I played up to the first boss just to make sure it was something that I felt I could do and do a series on without being like super crazy boring, and I think I can. So we're gonna give it a shot, and that's where I'm at. So, and again, like Skyrim, it's another one of those things that's not going to take a tremendous amount of time every week to have an episode available for you guys, so that those of you who are really just interested in the Minecraft content or whatever are saying, why are you spending all this time making content for this stuff? Make more Minecraft. Everyone's gonna get a little bit of something is the goal. So that's what I've got on deck for the near future. If you want to leave a comment about those plans below, feel free to do that. Otherwise, I have to get to work making videos for you guys, so I'm going to cut this right about now. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.